Jacob Rees-Mogg is one of those Tories who doesn't know the price of milk because he still gets it straight from his nanny's nipples. Priti Patel has real power, especially if you're a refugee. She's the only woman in Britain who can bring herself to orgasm by imagining a slow puncture at sea. That was too much. You're not going to like the end of this.
Hello, what's the crack? What's the story? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're checking out Frankie Boyle, roast UK politicians. Let's go.
Just where does power reside in today's society? We tend to give power to the wrong people. Matt Hancock watched tens of thousands of people die and somehow managed to stay horny. I mean, that's a skill. You think that graph's pointing upwards? Look at this. Boris Johnson said that contingent...
Sorry, but I remember when that happened, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, no way. And there was a video as well. Like, this geezer was telling everyone, you know, stay home, be safe, wear your face mask and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not saying, obviously, everyone has a right, you know, to fall in love, whatever, to do it. But don't say things that you're not doing yourself. Do you know what I mean? I was shocked. Like, this guy was the health secretary. He was the guy. Like, this guy was making, you know, big decisions and he was doing that. That was, and to be fair, he's become more famous after that. He's making more money. He's gone to, I'm a celebrity, came out of here. I think he's done some SAS. He's doing loads of stuff on TV anyway. He's making loads of money from it. It's ridiculous. Loads of people died. A lot of people, man, didn't get to see. Think of people didn't get to go to people's weddings, people's funerals. It's crazy, man. Oh, Lord.
Contingency plans had been made for his death. Boris Johnson said that contingency plans had been made for his death.
Why?
That's true. I'd bought fireworks. Obviously, I didn't actually want him to die. The last thing that we needed at that stage of the virus was street parties. Increasingly in our society, power is concentrated into the hands of a few billionaires, people who go up to space to excite us all and then disappoint us by coming back alive. Jeff Bezos, he took his brother up to space. Now, I didn't want them to die exactly. What I wanted to happen was the force of takeoff to be so great that the straps that were holding them in would castrate them both. And when they got into zero gravity, their cocks would start bobbing around in the cabin at zero gravity and go into each other's mouths. In Britain now, we get people like footballers who have an increasing amount of cultural political power. And I find it difficult now to get on board with this idea that Premiership footballers are the good guys now. I mean, now, if you hear that footballers were involved in a spit roast, it's probably a community cooking initiative. I thought it was terrible, the racism those young players experienced after the Euros. They fucked up a penalty shootout. How much more English do you want them to be? In the United States, they elected Joe Biden, despite the fact that he's moments from death. He's like a laptop that's on 4%. He's in flight mode. But that affected British power, because that made Keir Starmer double down on his meaningless middle way politics. Keir Starmer has all the authority of the do not tumble dry label. Basically, if the Labour Party was a dog, round about now you'd be telling your children that the operation it needs costs exactly the same as a PlayStation 5. I actually don't know if I should be talking about power and Keir Starmer in the same sentence. If power is an aphrodisiac, then just a glimpse of the silhouette of Keir Starmer is enough to seal a vagina like a pharaoh's tomb. So let's talk about people who have real power. Conservatives. Boris Johnson, who's sort of like someone injected Hitler's DNA into a panna cotta. He talks like they revived a drowning victim with poppers. Always kind of slightly hunched over from a life of being crammed into married women's wardrobes. There are people in the Conservative Party who have real power that we underestimate. So Priti Patel has real power, especially if you're a refugee. She's the only woman in Britain who can bring herself to orgasm by imagining a slow puncture at sea. That was too much. You're not going to like the end of this. Fucking strap yourself. Priti Patel is popular with Conservative MPs. She's popular because she's the physical embodiment of their top Pornhub search. Asian female arsehole. I tell you who we underestimate. Jacob Rees-Mogg. I think we underestimate him because subconsciously we keep expecting him to be arrested by Poirot. Jacob Rees-Mogg is one of those Tories who doesn't know the price of milk because he still gets it straight from his nanny's nipples. Prince Harry said that he left because his family weren't there for him. To be fair, they might have had their hands full trying to wrestle his uncle off a Girl Guide delegation. Prince Andrew, he fucked up so badly, he got fired from not having a job. That's an achievement. Said, oh, I've retired from public life. It's not your public life we've got a problem with, pal. It's your private life. I want him in public life. Keep him where we can see him. I can't believe he hasn't apologised. I apologise after consensual sex. As a comedian doing television, what you start to realise over the years is that the person who has real power is the person who edits the show. So if you've been watching this at home, I hope you've enjoyed this presumably quite brief lecture on power. Good evening.
Yo, Frankie Boyle, what a guy. I think his accent just makes it a lot better. Yeah, he didn't owe any. He just kept going. He went all in. To be fair, everyone there deserved it because like everything he said literally matches everyone's personality. You know, with Matt Hancock, you know, what did during COVID, where Prince Andrew, if you believe, yes or no, I don't know. We live in a crazy world. Things happen. Yeah, I don't know think about that kind of stuff. If you guys like that, you want to see more, comment down below, let me know. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye-bye.